And welcome to the Kiki this week. We are going to talk about Luxembourg and the song contest that they just had. So, are you excited?
I am feeling some sort of way about the outcome because I think
That's
the
the thing.
overall sentiment, at least here at the Eurovision Kiki, is what? Not the
What?
expectation that we were thinking as a whole. There were a lot of up and downs, and it's suffice it to say we got it wrong on so many levels.
So many things
So
wrong.
many levels. And
I
it
was watching
sounds,
yesterday, and
yeah.
then I ran out to Ryan yesterday, and I was like, things are going down in Luxembourg, and I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
mean, Roger
Luxembourg
was
for you,
just
I guess. I
confused the whole time. So he didn't even know which song to root for or jam out to or like even rally behind. And that's one, he didn't do his homework, but he never does. Secondly, he wasn't really vibing to anything. And then watching the live performances, he was beyond underwhelmed by so many of them.
well,
Period.
the the home audience in Luxembourg and around, like if you are not in the Eurovision bubble and you live in Luxembourg and you're just watching the song contest, you're hearing some of these potentially for the very first time. And so for those folks, performance, staging, all of that is going to matter heavily.
Yes.
And I think that is a big factor in how the results ended, right? So
Yeah.
let's just dive right in. So when we previously recorded and we gave our predictions and we talked about our songs, we said Luzak, Prison Doré, like this is what we think is going to win.
And
And
how
then
wrong were we?
but then we saw the staging and we said, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Like it's that meme with the little stick figure with the poke in the. He's like, do
Like,
something, do something. That's really what I wanted to be like. Luzak, I need you to do literally anything.
okay, there's so much to just
We're
dissect
here.
here.
We're unpacking it. Like,
I want to start first of all with the trench coat and the fact that he kept the trench coat on the entire time. And
you thought this was going to be like a
I
a
thought there
lip
was going
sync
to
for your
be
life, Lollapalooza reveal.
I thought there was going to be some sort of reveal and next step we're going to elevate in like halfway through where we're taking it off and we're jumping into some type of amazing choreography and there's going to be backup dancers that sort of jump out from the background and are hyping us up and doing something, and that never happened. And then I thought there would be some sort of choreography or movement or something that he would do on the stage, and he didn't do that. Instead, we got a man who basically stayed in one spot for about 80% of his performance. And then he picked up like a camera that was
Yeah, POV
placed
camera.
on the stage and kind of walked around with it and jumped a little bit. But then the actual camera itself wasn't the focal point. Instead, we as audience members were being shown like a camera angle from like an audience perspective that it just it didn't make any sense whatsoever. I was so
There was a
confused.
lot
I was
happening and
so
nothing at the same
disappointed.
time.
The only thing that was good about Luzak's performance was his actual vocal performance itself. Like the man can sing
True.
live.
Yes.
And
Agree.
that is the only positive element I can say about his performance. And so when the top 3 were announced and he's like standing there with one spot left to go, and you can see him kind of mouthing like, please, 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 please. I'm like, it is not going to be you. I am so sorry. You did this to yourself. What happened?
We went in with high expectations, and I think he did as well. And then that's what we got. To everything you just described about the staging, it just was a huge letdown. And I did not expect that.
No.
You know, having returned to the contest, he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
He knew that expectations were there. I thought he understood the assignment.
Soul returner. You would think you would understand what you needed to do to elevate and seal the deal, and did not happen.
Yeah, I was honestly shocked, and I think that just from what I've seen on social media, everyone else was just as disappointed in that staging. And so you sort of immediately went, oh, okay, he's not top 3.
No. And we have to move on.
You just knew it. You just knew it was not gonna happen.
A complete and utter disappointment is all I can say, because I put all of my eggs into that one basket, and then it's time to vote. And you did not win my votes, good sir. I am so sorry.
But that was the thing. It's like, it's time to vote, and I was like, but for who?
I know who my votes went to.
Well, yes, obviously. I mean,
yes,
but I think the 2 biggest shocks for me were Luzak and just his performance, resulting in not making it into the top 3. But then also the other one that very much surprised me, I was supremely shocked that Darius and Meluzina did not get into the top 3.
That one was a shocker for me in the fact that she did, in fact, deliver. Still not a favorite song of mine.
Still don't like the song.
I'm still not a fan of the song, but I was like, if this is something that you want to send to Eurovision simply for the dramatic performance that it is, that was Eurovision ready. Mm-hmm. The vocals are there. Yeah. The staging is there. The overall delivery is there, and she can sing. There's no denying that. The song, to me, is the messaging behind it, after you explained it to me, is still weird.
And even in her interview, she's like trying to explain her song. She's like, hold up, I need everybody to understand what's happening. And so her entire intro was just explaining her song. And I'm like, if you have to explain it.
Yep, we've talked about this before. We've talked about this numerous times here on the podcast.
Given all of that, she did a very good job.
Yep.
And so, although I don't like the song, I was surprised she didn't make it to the top 3.
Yeah, I thought that 3rd spot would have at least gone to her based off of everybody that we saw. I thought that there was a slim chance that Hugo One's Born Again could have possibly become that, like, 3rd spot, just for the sheer fun that it was on stage. And he actually did, as a live performance, sing it very well. I actually, again, that was one of the ones that was like guilty pleasure. I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And it turns out that he can deliver live on stage. So I did think maybe there's a chance that he could fly into that top 3, just if people are looking for that catchy, guilt-free, poppy type of melody that they want to have this year. But
Right.
no, that's not what we were going for.
Sorry,
Back to
Hugo one. We appreciated
yeah.
we appreciated the song. It just didn't seem like it was going to go anywhere, and that's fine. Like we can still jam out to it. We can still have it on our national finals playlist. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, going not in qualifying playlist for sure. We support it. We love it. Somebody that like I would not be mad at if he tried again next year.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't know how large the talent pool is in Luxembourg, but based on what we saw at the song contest, I could see several of them coming back in a future year.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've got, let's see, I think last year they did like 6 acts, I think, if I remember correctly. So
something like that.
I think they upped it by like 2 acts for this year. So
well, and I will say overall in this contest, I appreciated that they went to the super final. So, you're going to throw all your votes to your favorite artist. And then you're going to say, oh, here are the top 3. Let's vote again. I like that. I appreciate the ability to go back and say, all right, my favorite artist didn't get in, but this is who now I believe is going to be the best option. And I really appreciated that from Luxembourg. And so we've got 3 artists who did advance to the super final, and we were very surprised, but happily surprised. Like, it's a good surprise because we got Steve Castile, Sweet Tooth, Eva Marija, Mother Nature, and Irene with Bad Decision, Hush Hush. It's a secret, Hush Hush. Yes. So all 3 of those advanced to the super final. Congratulations to them. I think the biggest quote unquote shock for me was Steve Castile, but the shock in the best possible way.
In all the best ways. For those who may have listened to our review episode for Luxembourg National Song Contest, this song was a guilty pleasure of ours from the beginning, just because it's fun, it's catchy, and like we're Steve Castile fans. Yeah, we're Steve Castile fans.
The song gets stuck in your head. He went first, and he made it to the top 3. To me, that says something, because
that's winning.
You were in the minds of the voters the entire way through.
Yep, from beginning to end.
And we had said that the intro felt clunky, and then he said, hold my beer, and was like, let me show you how this is going to happen. And I went, oh, no, you're right. I will completely own that I was wrong, and you showed us what that song could be, and that staging, I was living for it. It was on point.
Now, did Steve, casually slide into the DMs and slide into the comments to say just that, like, hold my bone? I've got meaning behind the intro, so just you wait. Yes. And did he deliver? Also yes. So yes. Steve,
yes,
I see you, and you win. So thank you for that. Loved it.
Yes. I voted. I mean, we as a global audience had the opportunity to cast votes, and I threw votes his way because I was just like, I'm excited for him. I don't know what his expectations were going in. Obviously, you want to win. Like, we get that.
Right.
But there's this element to it that I'm just like, I want him to be excited. I hope that his takeaway isn't, oh, I lost. I hope his takeaway is, I got 2nd place at the Luxembourg Song Contest, and I want to see him back.
Yeah, I hope that he understands that this is just a starting point. huge emphasis on like being the underdog, because Eurovision World definitely did not have him as a huge contender for the Luxembourg Song Contest. So
Yeah.
to not only place in top three, but to come as runner up is kind of like a huge middle finger to so many people who did not think that he should be one to, just set aside. Secondly, if you look at his sort of following and social media presence, it's not as strong as some of these other musicians and performers that competed at the Luxembourg Song Contest this year. And even when he kind of first was announced and came out, his social media presence was kind of like ours, very low. And it's still climbing.
Small but mighty, thank you.
Small but mighty, but it's still climbing, and that's awesome to see. So, Steve, if you ever want to jump on and like kiki with us, tell us about your experience. We're here. Just get back into the DMs with us. Let us know. We're around.
Yeah, so I just think for him, that was a fantastic result. Obviously, I would have loved it on the Eurovision stage. I think it would have been so much fun. But huge congratulations to him for getting second place.
For sure. Goes on the non-qualifying playlist. Gonna be jamming out to it for years to come.
Oh, yeah, no. That will be on repeat constantly.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year. So then, let's transition and talk about third place. We've got Bad Decision. I was frankly I was not surprised that it advanced. I was surprised at who it advanced with, I will say.
Yeah. I mean,
but
she was the closing act to begin with. Yeah. And I know that like a lot of people like her. It's a good song.
The song's it's not bad. It's just it doesn't stick with me.
It hits
like
all
the song
of the
ends
though. When it
ends, and I'm going, what was that song?
But it hits all of the check marks when you just kind of think of like pop, girly, sexy, sultry, like hair flips, choreography, the boots house down, where you've got the backup dancers that are in like,
they were wearing hockey pads.
Yeah, it's giving you, seductive, heated rivalry, pick your team.
Right.
It's giving you all of that on the dance floor when you're basically trying to figure out when they're gonna fuck. I don't know.
I mean, good for her. It's third place. I'm not surprised that she was top three. I thought the top three was going to be Luzak, Darius, and her. Okay. And so I'm not surprised that she was in the top three. I am not surprised that ultimately she placed third. It's an honor to be nominated. That's where I put her. Like, okay, you did good job. Good for you.
So you at least got like one of your predictions right, whereas I got like none of them right. So I don't know European music this week, folks. It's fine.
The Luxembourg, I think, shocked a lot of folks, even with the top three. Just like, what, Luxembourg? Are you okay? Like,
not this year, I don't think. I don't know.
I don't. Okay, so let's talk about it.
Let's just go to the winner. Let's just do it.
Eva Marija, Mother Nature, which is Florence and the Machine at a music festival. That's what this was.
Meets Lilith Fair. Like, it is Lilith
It's a
Fair.
fine song. I mean, we talked about it before. I said I liked the song, and I still do. I enjoy the song. For me, it's more of a background song. If I'm working and I need to like concentrate, that's the type of music I do put on, because I can like sort of like tune it out, drown it out, focus on my work. That's what this song was for me. So want to tune it out.
It's I'm sure the song will grow on me. You know, it's late January 2026 right now. We've got months to go before Eurovision is here. As it stands right now, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around what did Luxembourg actually do when it came to selecting a song this year. It's just not vibing with me, and I think it's everybody knows that I'm always going to jump on the mothership and like sell the jams and jellies with Tautumaitis because like they want me to like go into a tree with them and chant happiness along with them. This one's a little too earthy for me, and like I'm getting like dirt like in the wrong way. I texted Doug something wildly inappropriate about like
do it
feminine hygiene products that may be like vegan made that you then compost later on. That's probably the nicest way that I'm gonna put it, and please don't cancel me. It's just like that's the best way that I can compare the song right now. It's just too earthy for me at this moment in time.
There are two ways that you can do earthy, tribal in some aspect, like
cultish.
You know, we talked about cultish, jams and jellies, compound, whatever. Like there are two ways to do it.
I feel like this is
Tautumaitis.
Yeah. And this one,
one of the other way.
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if Eva Marija has a legit food handler's permit for her jams and jellies that she's trying to
she
sell.
Is unlicensed.
On the side of the road. And it might give me food poisoning. I
don't know how this song is going to do on the Eurovision stage. My prediction is that it's a non-qualifier. I'm sorry. Like, it's too forgettable. It's too basic.
At the time of this recording, there are only about 5 songs out right now.
Yes.
Is this one of those songs that stands out to me when I'm thinking of Bella, when I'm thinking of Nova Zora? No, it is not. I'm sorry, but it is not. Even as we are thinking about some of these national song contests that are coming up, when we have Melody Grand Prix, when we have Norway's national song contest coming up, and you have people like Emmy who gets knocked out of the bracket already. And that song was actually really good, by the way. That stands out to me more than Mother Nature. You know, you have Seesal's Infinity, that's a contender for Melody Grand Prix in Denmark this year. And that is a song that is standout quality to me. And that is completely unbiased right now, knowing that she is a returner. I've listened to all of the Denmark national
Don't
finalists.
Come for Steven.
So do not come for me just because Mother is returning. And that's something that we can like sprinkle on here towards the end. But I'm just saying, as it stands with about 5 to 6 songs that are currently out right now, Mother Nature, does she know? She may know that, like, maybe she knows that it's not standing out at this period of time, but we still have at least, 30 more songs still to be released and selected. So time will tell.
But in this moment,
no.
In this moment, no. I'm glad people like the song. Like, I don't want to hate on it from a quality of an individual song perspective. It's good. It's good. It's good audio. She sings it well. I am not going to take that away from her. When you compare it to the Eurovision stage, my expectations change. Like, you are now competing at a global level. You are competing against cultures and countries, not just in Luxembourg anymore.
Yeah. And,
And
we
so that
saw,
shifts what we should be looking at.
yeah, we saw Laura Thorne really elevate her performance from Luxembourg Song Contest last year to the Eurovision main stage, and that skyrocketed. Maybe we will see something drastically different than what we saw Eva Marija do during her national performance, but only time will tell.
Right. I will stay open-minded. I will wait to see what she brings to the stage.
Yep.
Will she make changes? Will we just get, instant or like visualizer on the floor? I don't know. I will remain open to the idea that she can make some changes to it.
Yeah.
But I am not overly optimistic. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
So,
oh boy.
All right. So, Luxembourg, you did your thing. We have 5 songs, as you mentioned. There are a ton of other song contests that are going on. Music is out for so many different things, and it almost feels a little bit of like new music overload, which I guess is not a bad thing. But one of the things that is happening currently is Norway and their Melodi Grand Prix. They are doing a sort of a knockout bracket to get to their top 9. So they already announced 8 songs that are automatically in. And then there were 8 songs that now have to fight for that last spot. And you kind of hinted already, Stephen.
Spoiler alert, Emmy is out.
So it was kind of nice to see Emmy back. She had a cute song. I will say that so far in the knockouts, I am 100% on who I voted for. So there's that.
Okay.
Now, spoilers. That means I didn't vote for Emmy. Sorry. Don't come for me, Eurovision fans. But we have these knockout rounds going on, and where we are in the knockout rounds is, as of today, we have our final 2, which is Into the Wild, and then Where Did Your Friend Go? Those are the final 2. Now, if you've been following along, you're going, wait, I thought we had one more semifinal duel. Well, we did, but then this Sander, Silva, and Victor they dropped out. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
Just,
It was
just a mess.
According to what I was able to find, they dropped out based on a certain country's participation in Eurovision this year. And that leaves me going, well, why just start participating in the first place?
Yeah.
You knew what was going to happen. You knew the countries that were participating. And if there was a country whose participation you objected to, why did you even start the knockout rounds?
Stay messy 2026. That's all I can say.
Really, that's literally all you can say at this point, because I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's fine. We have 2 final songs for the Cup, and the final voting will start tomorrow. We're recording on Sunday, so the final votes happen on Monday, and then we will know the final 9 songs for the Melodi Grand Prix that will take place essentially a month from now.
Yeah. We've also got music out for Supernova, which is Latvia's song contest. They've got like
so many songs.
They've got like 57,000 songs out right now. 2 of which are probably okay. Yeah.
It's a lot of indie vibes. But I will say, okay, there are a couple of songs, and maybe we'll dive into this in a future episode, but there are several songs that I just appreciate because they are not the expected genre of Eurovision, and they're not the expected genre that I always get from Latvia.
Right.
So
they're going out of their comfort zone a little bit this year, and I'm not mad at it. I'm just surprised.
I'm not mad. Right, I'm just disappointed.
Didn't say it.
That's what I was getting from that.
Didn't use the D word. I just said surprise.
Right. So, you know, in the coming weeks, I think we are going to take a look at some of these a little closer to give our predictions leading up to the Super Saturday that's going to be coming up. So we've got February 14th, which is a huge day where we've got 5 national finals happening. Then February 27th and 28th, that weekend, there's another 5. So February is going to get busy, and I think we're gonna be prepared. We're gonna be prepared this year and really deep dive and give some predictions. Stick around.
Stick around. Buckle up. Insert whatever other analogy you want to insert in there. But curious to hear what other folks think about as we now digest and process what happened in Luxembourg and the Luxembourg Song Contest 2026. Drop your thoughts and comments down below in our comments section here on our episode for YouTube and or Spotify, whichever platform it is that you're listening to. And I think for Doug and myself, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Be sure to circle back with us next week when we deep dive into more Eurovision content as we're ramping up towards Eurovision Song Contest 2026 and the road to Vienna. You can also catch us and some of our extra content on Instagram or on TikTok at Eurovision Kiki. But for Doug and myself, that'll do it this week. We'll see you all at our next Kiki.
Bye.
Bye-bye.